All right, guys, good morning. Let's quickly talk about some of the things that have been going on in the Middle East the last 24 hours. So yesterday, there's an air base in Turkey that houses U.S. troops, and it was attacked by pro-Hamas protesters. Nothing major happened. Nobody was hurt, but nevertheless, it shows that U.S. troops are not safe even in a NATO member state like Turkey. Also, this morning, a U.S. base in Deir ez-Zor in Syria was attacked by Iraqi militants. There was a missile launched against the air base. I did not see or any information regarding the extent of the damage or if any casualties resulted, but there was an attack. It was this morning, and this comes just right after Hezbollah and Iran promised to destroy the United States in the region. They said that they were going to utterly destroy us and get us out of there before they go all out against Israel. So, you got to ask yourself, and that base was at a Conoco oil field. Okay, so you got to ask yourself why is the DoD so interested in maintaining security at a Conoco oil field in the Middle East? Right? That's not our property. Okay, you might make the argument, well, okay, but it belongs to the Kurds. Okay, all right, that's being contested. Okay, that is in the process of being contested. So while it's being contested, why the hell are we there? We should not be there for the purpose of exploiting oil while the land is being contested between the Kurds and the Syrians. It's not in our interest. Okay, I don't care. The DoD, right? The United States military was not intended to look out for the best interest of corporations. No, the DoD's purpose of existence is to protect and defend the people of the United States, not to protect and defend corporate interests. Okay, I'm sorry, that's not why we have a military. And our soldiers over there protecting oil fields are doing nothing to protect us. You could make the argument 100 years from now, the Middle East will be so rich and wealthy and powerful, they'll pose a threat. That's 100 years from now. Deal with it 100 years from now. We don't need to suppress poor people and steal their resources. We don't need to do it. That's one of the reasons, I don't need to go into all that, but let me just briefly go into it. You ever read the book of Enoch, whether or not you agree if it's canon or not? One of the whole reasons why these angels were condemned is because they were supposed to watch out for us. They're superior to us in every way, but they took advantage of us. They subjugated us. They used us, and that's the reason why they are condemned to hellfire for eternity. We are in the same position as those angels. We are superior to the people that we are subjugating. We are superior to them in every single way, and we are doing the exact same thing to those people that the angels did to us when God sent them to watch over us. You don't have to believe in the book of Enoch. I'm not, it's just the point of that is that it is wrong on every front for a more powerful country to do that to a weaker and a lesser nation. We don't need to in the first place. We have plenty of energy here. Europe has plenty of energy off their coast that they can tap into. They've got plenty of neighbors that they can work out agreements with. Heck, they've got engineers, right? They've got a corps of engineers, and we've got a corps of engineers that we can put to work if we need something. If Europe and the United States really wanted energy from the Middle East, we have a corps of engineers at our service to carry out any large-scale construction project to benefit the nation that we could make a deal with. We could put them to work. We could put them to work building infrastructure so that maybe we could work out a good deal with those people instead of just going in and taking everything by force. It just pisses me off. I'm sorry, guys. It pisses me off. So that's one thing that happened today. U.S. base protecting Conoco oil fields got attacked today. This happened right after Hamas and Iran promised that they were going to do it. Like I said a couple days ago, they promised they were going to do it. I said, watch out for the attacks. Here it is. It happened today. It's going to continue to happen. So, if you got a friend or family over there, make sure that they're aware of the situation as the geopolitics are discussing it, right? As is coming out, because a lot of times soldiers are so busy over there, they don't have time to read what their enemies are actually saying. But at the same time, they have an S2, so they should have the intel over there. Whether or not the intel is getting down to the lower rank and file, I don't know. Just if you got loved ones over there, send them an email. Make sure that they're on alert, because they need to be right now. Anyways, so that being said, Pakistan has been getting attacked several times the last few weeks. They're having to deal with Pakistani Taliban and another group that I can't pronounce their name, a new jihadi group which has been attacking Pakistan. Several soldiers have already been killed in these terrorist attacks. There was an air base that was attacked just yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, it was a training air base. And why is this important? Why do I bring this up? Well, Pakistan has nukes, okay? And the Taliban are right there on their border. We gave them, when I say we, I mean Biden gave them a lot of equipment. And when I say them, I mean the Taliban. Biden gave the Taliban a lot of equipment that they can use to storm Pakistan and potentially steal nuclear weapons and then put them into play wherever they want. Okay, so it's something that I've tried to bring to people's awareness over a year ago, and here we are now. We're talking about the likelihood of this happening. They are attacking Pakistan, and these things are continuing and escalating. And so you have to ask yourself why. What's the reason that they are doing this, right? Do they have the ability to just totally take over Pakistan? No, I don't think so. But do they have the ability to maybe steal something? Yeah. What is it that they might want to steal? What's the most valuable thing that Pakistan has, right? So, I don't know much about this new terrorist organization. I think it's called like Tahidi Jihad or something like that. I don't know what their goal is. I don't know where did they come from, but they're working alongside the Pakistani Taliban, and they've been attacking Pakistan the last few weeks and increasing the severity of their attacks. So that's another front that you need to pay attention to, because Pakistan is a nuclear power, right? And the last thing we want is for them to be destabilized. So, like I said, guys, there's a lot going on. Didn't mean to bring up the book of Enoch. It's just the point of it. The point of it the takeaway is that you don't subjugate people that are weaker than you. God will send you straight to hell for that. He allows certain people to have power in different ways, whether it's knowledge, engineering capabilities, or you know, and energy power or whatever. There's several different forms of power, right? And dominance in certain areas. He doesn't just give us that so that we would subjugate our neighbors. He gives that to us so that we would help our neighbors. He gives that to us so that we can do something good with that power. Okay? But time and time again, we see the book of Enoch playing out in human affairs just as it played out in angel human affairs. We do that to each other, just like the angels did that to us, according to the book of Enoch. Whether you agree with it or believe it's canon or whatever. I mean, well, Jesus did refer to the book of Enoch. Okay, so anyways, don't need to go into theological too much theology. The point and the takeaway is we should be helping our neighbors. We should not be subjugating our neighbors or committing violence against them, even if they're assholes. Even if our neighbors are total assholes and they deserve every bit of it, we should, at the very least, we should try to negotiate and come to the table with what we have to offer and say, hey, I'd like to make a deal. Let's make a deal. Let's sit down. Let's talk. And if there's no negotiations to be made, if you can't have, then just, okay, cut ties. Cut the ties. Let them self-destruct. Because when people aren't willing to negotiate, when people aren't willing to talk, they typically tend to self-destruct. They typically tend to destroy themselves, to have civil war and strife within their own house, within their own country. So if that's what they want to do, let them do it. And then once they are humbled by their own self-destruction, then maybe we could have chances to negotiate again. Maybe we could have chances for relation after they get humbled, after they're humbled by the destruction that their lack of patience and understanding brought on themselves, right? So, anyways, guys, hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you want to support the channel, there's a link in the description box so you can do that. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, share, comment, subscribe, and as always, don't forget to help out your neighbors. Bye.